Turan öğretmenim devam edeyim isterseniz.
Sesim geldi mi? Heh. Duyabiliyorsunuz sanırım.
Geliyor hocam sesiniz.
Tamam. Yes, now online safety in the future classroom. Çağrı Demirci, teacher of English language.
Okay, I try to share my screen, I think. Yes. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Çağrı Demirci. I hope you see my screen. Does it work? I don't know. Yes. Okay. Is it clear, my presentation? Is it visible? It works, right. Okay. So, hello everyone. Hello to Turkey, to our colleagues in Turkey and also in Greece. And today, it's a very sunny day, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we are all at home. And thank you, Mr. Aris and Mr. Turan for giving us this chance. All of us, almost 300 people, are here to improve themselves, learn something about, and improve themselves depending on their career. So, what do we do today? Online safety in the future classroom. Okay, this is my presentation, and I want to start with what is eSafety and how safe our schools and classrooms. eSafety before and after COVID-19, eSafety in the future classrooms, and the final part, tips for teachers, parents, for everyone. Okay, let's start with what is eSafety. Yes, as most of you are aware that we are all online. We are all connected to internet all the time. So it is not inevitable to use the internet, but we need to stay away from the risks of the internet. So that's the point. That's why we are here to talk and discuss. So I want to talk about the eSafety label and the school and the teachers aspects. Schools can review their own eSafety infrastructure, policy, practices against national and international standards. This is what is written in the eSafety label website. And what is eSafety label? eSafety label is a Europe-wide accreditation and support service for national and international environment with safe access to online technology. Yes, we are all aware that we are using internet for our education, for our classrooms, for e-learning and outside learning, but we need a safe atmosphere. So now let's go with the brainstorming. Actually, I had a Menti question, but thanks to Mr. Aris, I changed my question because it was the same. So now I want you to go to menti.com again, menti.com, and where is the, yes, this is the code. I try to write it to the chat part, if I find it, yes. Here, yes, I press the enter. Okay, 619369. I try to open it. If I can, yes, if I can open it, I'll try to open, yes. But I think I need to share the, yes, okay. Yes, I think you see it now. What do you imagine in the classroom, in the future classroom? Okay, this is, yes, thank you very much. The answers are coming now. Yes. What do you imagine in your future classroom, actually? Not in the classroom, but the future, your future classroom. Yes. Thank you for your answers. safe environment, creative thinking, technology, enjoy, materials, health, creative thinking. Yes, I see technology is in the middle of the cloud word. Yes. Authentic materials I see. Very good. Yes. 3D classrooms, digitalization. Yes. Respect, enjoy, safety. Safety is the first. And Mr. Ravis told us that eSafety first, actually. Yes. Music, technology, safe environment. This is very important, safe environment. Yes, it changed again. Technology is in the middle of the cloud, as you see. Safety, technology, happy, enjoy, creativity, happiness. Yes, thank you for your answers. Yes, let's thank you very much. Thank you very much for your answers. Let's move with the presentation again. If you can see, I need to check it again from here. Yes, it works, I think. Okay, let's see on the different aspects. You wrote lots of different words. Yes, technology, e-safety, happiness, etc. But when we come to the e-safety part, I want to share you uh, my opinion and also the e-safety procedures. Digital footprints, pictures of students, cyberbullying, filters, using of removable devices, mobile phones, tablets, computers, protecting against malware, hate speech, protecting, um, protecting sensitive data in school. And these are the words that we can think and include it in our classrooms. Yes, I change it. Yes, I want to sorry you because I don't often use Zoom platform. I used to use Adobe Connect platform. I try to get used to the things around this screen. Sorry for my bad. And now when you see this brain and about the brain, there are a lot of different platforms, icons, you see, right? And so what do we see here? Lots of different platforms, lots of different information online. So you're exposed too much information, safe information, unsafe information, lots of risks. But what should we do? We need to be aware of what are useful for us, what are not. So when you look at the old icons, you shouldn't accept all of them. You just need to filter it, and then we get from the online platforms. Okay. And now, yes, and now, what should we consider for our classrooms, for our technology occupied classrooms? So as you see in the picture here, look at the board. There is a huge board, and this is most probably touchable. So all the students have computers in front of them, and they are connected to the internet. So how they can secure themselves, right? They need to be in a safe environment, as you told a few minutes ago. So we need some things like written here. Technology, of course, we need technology in our classrooms. Cyber safe space, yes, cyber safe space is essential. Responsible technology. We need to teach our students to use technology responsibly, dear my teachers. And we need to educate, again, we need to tell our students to become a cyber detectives. They need to be their own cyber detectives, actually. And digital footprints. What is digital footprints? Maybe you can share your ideas to the chat part. Sorry, Mr. Muhammad Aydın, do I speak fast? Should I slow down? Maybe because you help with the translation to our friends. Okay. Yes. Maybe you can share your ideas. Digital footprints. What we did on the internet. İlknur Gözleri from Istanbul, she wrote that yes, whatever we do on online, we just leave some clues, some prints actually, right? Footprints behind us. So we need to take the digital footprints and the other into consideration in our classrooms, in our schools, outside of schools. Yes, the data we create while we use the internet, very good. Everything we do, you're right, Melek Hocam. Everything we do, everything we share at the at the internet. Yes, yes. The photos we like, the photos we share, the photos that we comment, actually the videos we watch, whatever it is. You're right. Very good. And the real world scenarios, what can we say? We need to show our students real world scenarios. This is important because our students don't believe in something quickly. They need to see the concrete, something concrete, you know. I want to show you, if I can go on. Yes, if I can go on with the video. Yes, I want you to now watch this video. I hope it works. Anyway, I want to just a second. Sorry, I need to share the other screen because it doesn't work on the where's the screen? Yes, I think it works now. Yes.
Hem ekran yapın Çağrı Hocam.
Okay, thank you very much.
Say hi to Alia. She loves playing games and watching cartoons on the internet. The internet is like a busy road with lots of traffic in all directions. This traffic is called data. The games, videos, cartoons and emails travel over the internet as data. While internet seems spectacular from outside, it has many unknowns inside. Use it very carefully to stay safe. Every day, Alia goes to school and enjoys the computer class like all other kids. She learns that the computer has something magical inside called the internet. It's the same thing on the new mobile phones too. The internet lets you do many other things, even make new friends. It can get infected with viruses, which can harm your computer. So be very careful. Here's how you can stay safe and enjoy the internet. Before using the internet, always ask an adult if the computer has a firewall and antivirus working. Together, they protect your computer against many different kinds of viruses that attack our computer and steal our data. Remember, if you are using email, always keep your email password a secret. Make sure no one sees it, not even your friends. Let only your parents know your password. Avoid saving your password on any computer or mobile phone. Email is great to keep in touch with friends, but remember to log out or shut down every time you're done. It's also important to know that you should not click any links or ads in your email or internet. Always ask an adult before doing so. These may contain viruses. With your regular studies, the internet is a great tool to learn and be smart. If you don't have a computer at home, cyber cafes can help you log on to the internet, where you can play games or watch videos. But here also, never click on links or any pop-ups. Always take the supervisor's help. Many movies are not made for children. Similarly, there's a lot of content on the internet that you should stay away from. Always alert your parents if you or your friends come across anything violent or for adults. You may also be using social networks like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Musical.ly to chat with friends and make new ones. Good girl, Alia. That's the best way to stay safe. Also, you should not give your personal information on the internet when downloading a game. It can be stolen. You may find free Wi-Fi networks in public spaces to surf the internet for free. Never connect to them, as not safe. Social networks are like a playground. You have your friends in that space, and you may also make new ones. But not all want to be friends, even if they seem friendly. On any social network, never accept friend requests from anyone you don't know, and never share your details with anyone either. Details like your name and age, school and address, your current location, or anything else about your family. These strangers may look friendly and may talk nicely to you, but do not trust them immediately. Some strangers can follow you, bully you, and sometimes even hurt you and your family. And finally, if someone does bully you on the internet, don't worry. Inform your parents right away. Don't be scared, because it's not your fault. So, if you follow the rules like Alia, you too can have fun, communicate with friends, and learn on the internet. Just remember the safety tips and keep on playing and surfing.
Yes. And now let's go back to our presentation. Okay.
Well, when it comes to internet usage, you have to be aware and safe of the problems.
Okay, as you see in the video, we need to be aware and support our students and maybe for your children. Okay, you use this video for your students. I will share the link with you at the end of the presentation. And I just wanted to show you that we need to show our students, our children, this kind of videos, and in order to illustrate them with their imagination, with their level. And yes, now let's go on. Yes. Okay. So how safe our classrooms and our schools? Let's talk about this now. And we cannot control our students all the time. As you know that every student has mobile phone. Every student has mostly tablet computers. And we cannot control them only with filtering. We need to give them or tell them something different. So we need to protect them. Yes, this is our duty as a parent, as a teacher, or as an authority at the schools. But we should do something different, because saying that do not do this doesn't work, my friends. So eSafety works here. So what should we do? We should have a eSafety policy at our school. I want to ask you, to all of you teachers, have you got a eSafety policy in your school? Yes. Yes. If you apply for the eSafety label, yeah, you must have a policy. But if you didn't apply for the eSafety label yet, most probably you don't have, or you will have. Yes. Okay. So if we have a policy, if we have something regular to use, this is very useful for us. This is very useful because teachers and the students know what to do inside the school and also outside the school. They need to learn that filtering or the observing, monitoring doesn't mean everything. They need to know that they are paying attention to the rules, actually. Yes. And when we look at the schools and the classrooms, what do we see in the classrooms? Using mobile devices. Yes. Every day in our school, for example, our students bring their mobile phones to the school, and we just got them from in the morning. We lock them on the boxes, and we give them again at the end of the day. So students cannot use their mobile phone during the day in the school. Sometimes they need it for the presentation, for the homework, etc. They have lots of arguments to ask their mobile phones. Yes, if they obey our rules, our eSafety policy, yeah, they can use for a limited period. And also smart boards. Most of you have smart boards in your schools, in your classrooms, and there is an internet connection. So what should we do? We should, again, follow the eSafety instructions, eSafety policy. Yes, and removable devices, notebooks, tablet computers are also under the same circumstances. And we have sensitive data in our schools. Maybe you may work as a vice principal or the principal of the school. I personally now I work as a vice principal in my school, and we have sensitive data of our teachers and also our students. What should we do? They should they should be safe in the database. You know, we need to protect them. We need to protect our devices and the data against dangerous malwares, dangerous attempts, or hackers, etc. Right? And again, if I change the, yeah, okay, eSafety fact sheets. When we're talking about the classroom and the school, we need to talk about infrastructure, policy, and practice parts here. And most of you, if you apply for the eSafety label, as I told before, you know, you are aware of these steps. Let's talk about the practice part here, okay? Embedding online safety in the curriculum. Yes, my friends, we have to have an eSafety policy, and we need to embed this online safety in our curriculum. It means that we need to reply it within time periods. We need to tell our students that this is a part of our curriculum. And suggestion for online training for our teachers, for our students, and also for our parents. Parents are also included. Information for parents. Yes, when we have, let's say, parents meeting, the school or online parents meetings, we need to inform them about the eSafety practices. And students may or may not use their mobile phones or mobile devices at school, but they use it after the school. When the school finish, they go home and they are always busy with their mobile phones and etc. As in the previous presentation, Mr. Alice told about TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Lots of social media platforms. Yes, these days we face these social media problems a lot because students or people, let's say, maybe most of us, tend to use social media excessively. We cannot control our time. And also we see lots of different images, videos, music, etc. Maybe safe, maybe not safe, but we are exposed to see these kind of images. Yes, so we have to educate parents. Yes, my teacher. And as you see on the right side of the screen, Safer Internet Day. I want to also talk about this. Every year on February, we have a Safer Internet Day, and we try to visualize it in our schools, in our classrooms. I just want to tell you that here now, from here, every February, please give attention to Safer Internet Day and try to help the visibility of eSafety. And yes, when we think about the safety of the education, what is online safety? What is online safety? What is not? Okay. So, dear teachers, we should some, and also we shouldn't some. What should we do? Online safety is not blocking websites. Online safety is not overbearing internet monitoring. We shouldn't always monitor our students or our children. Heavy online restriction, it doesn't work, my friends. Limited internet usage, it doesn't work either. The criminalization of websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, etc. We cannot control our students or our children, but we need to, here, we need to educate them. Yes, online safety is knowledge and awareness. Online safety is not restriction, is not observation, is not monitoring. Most of you are aware with this proverb, a Chinese proverb: give a man a fish and you feed him more for once. But if you teach someone to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So if we restrict our students, it's just for one time, believe me. So when you are away, they will not obey the eSafety rules. But if we try to create them an awareness, a mentality, they will use it every time. Outside of school, inside schools, whenever they are online, they will keep the eSafety rules, policy, their mind. Okay. So we can advise our students. What can you advise? Let's see. There is a smart chart here, and I want to share with you. Stay safe. We can tell our students that stay safe. They shouldn't give their personal information to anybody online. Yes, this is first in my pocket. And the second one, don't meet up with the strangers. Our teenagers tend to meet up online friends, my teachers. They tend to meet up, have time go to a cafe or meet outside. So we shouldn't allow that. We should tell them not to meet with foreigners. Accepting files, yes, through email or Facebook or other social platforms. Our students shouldn't accept every file. If it's not safe, if it's not secure, they shouldn't accept it. Reliable. We need to always check the source, the information, whether it is reliable or not. And one of the most dangerous things, most of you know that cyberbullying and sex texting and sexual harassment, as you know that. So if they have witnessed such a kind of terrible thing, we need to tell them that they tell their teachers or their parents. They need to tell somebody the thing that they faced. We can share. I will share this image with you at the end of the presentation again. And yes, thank you, Mohammed Hojam. Thank you for the translation for somehow. Educating and being educated all the time, exactly. And now I want to wear my mask. Yes, most of you are like me, I think, because these days we are struggling with COVID-19. Oh my God, you know, these hot sunny days, it is not comfort. Believe me, I don't feel very well. I don't breathe very well, but I have to use it. But I have to, uh, you know, obey the rules when I have to go outside. If it's obligation, if it's necessary, I need to wear my mask. If I meet with someone, I need to wear my mask. So yeah, when we come to the education, e-safety before COVID-19 and after COVID-19, something changed, I think. Not only education or the time that we spend at home didn't change, but teachers change, students change, life change, right? Everything's changed now because with the outbreak of COVID-19, most of teachers like us are at home and they are maintaining their classes online. So every students in front of the computers, every teachers are in front of the computers, and we are all online all the time. But e-safety rules, yes, we are not aware of that. We should be aware of that. Our students should be aware of that. So I want to talk about about the life. Maybe we really miss those days. What did we do before COVID? What do we do after COVID? Okay, actually, our students were really busy before COVID. How were they? Because they were at school. Yes, they have lots of classes. They have lots of different activities. They have workloads such as homeworks, portfolios. Uh, they do sports. They do go for social activities, right? They research for their homeworks and the projects. They go to cinema, theater, or maybe different activities. So they use social media, but when you compare with the other activities, social media and the internet may lessen than now. But what happened now after the COVID? Let's move here. Sorry. Yes, students are always at home, no outside, no sport outside, let's say. maybe they can do sports at home, but e-meetings, e-learning, distant learning, no social activities, mostly film and TV series platforms, YouTube, etc., video websites, excessive amount of using social media. We have to admit that they are always busy with their mobile phones and they're always connected with their friends. So when we, yes, when we stay home using these digital devices, they have some benefits, but on the other hand, some challenge. So what are they? Let's see them. Okay. Maybe you can write to the chat part, what do you think about the negative and the positive sides? We can share with the help of this opportunity. For my Turkish teachers, siz ne düşünüyorsunuz? Olumlu ve olumsuz yanları, positive and negative sides of the staying home and using digital devices for students and for everyone. Okay, everyone is learning how to use technology as an educational tool. You're right. Güvenlik, okay, security, remote. We are learning remote learning. Okay, spending too much time in front of screen. You're right. They try to learn online learning. Okay, they spend too much time. Communication is good, but there are some dangers. I think I try to see. We have security problems. Yes, we are going to talk about those. And no interaction. We cannot communicate. Too much exposure to the screen. Security problem. Online homeworks. Cannot control whether they are using internet correctly. So parents must be conscious. Yes, parents have a critical role here. Psychological problems. You're very right, Hilal Hocam. Psychological problems. Lack of activity. Yes. Sharing all the digital devices at home. Yes, too much time, spending too much time online. Okay. Spending, yes. Yeah, they're always using their mobile phones. Always. Living in a cyber world. Yes. Okay. Yes. As most of you mentioned, there are some benefits. They are easily informed through internet. Quickly, right? It's very fast. If they are at first, for the beginning of the e-learning, distant learning, they are interested in our e-learning. But later, what happens? Slowly, they are fed up with online learning. They don't tend to attend our classrooms, virtual classrooms, online lessons. They lose their interests to our classrooms. So these are the benefits, but challenge, difficult to manage in class. Can you manage class better than the normal class online? This is a question, for example. Yes. No eagerness, Esra Hocam, you're right. No attendance, right? Maybe. Students are silent. Sometimes you may not be sure that whether they exist there or not. We don't know either that. But the attention distracts easily, right? Just a sound comes to the student, the sound comes to the classroom, and all the attention was distracted. You know, the privacy. Another problem is privacy. Yes, we are using Zoom platform here, and also we can use Adobe Connect and also different kind of social platforms, live broadcast platform, but we cannot say all of these are 100% safe. There may be some risks, right? So that's why we need to take our precautions. We need to, again, we come to the point, eSafety. We need to take our safety, eSafety first. Yes. And participation is low, you're right. They don't tend to participate. There is no classroom management, you're right, Hocam. Interaction is very, yes, vulnerable, feel vulnerable, you say. Okay, so I move slowly. What about the parents? Most of you are parents maybe, and parents need to monitor their children's online activity closer, but how? I told at the beginning of the presentation that we cannot always monitor, but we need to educate our our children to use effectively, use the internet effectively. So, but there are some statistics. Let's see what are they quickly. Estimated 20% parents report they don't supervise their offspring's internet use at all. Just over half of parents moderately supervise. Approximately 71% stop supervising their children use after the age of 14. Okay, 72% all internet related missing children, yes, cases involve kids 15 years of age or older. This is important. And nearly 62% of teens report their parents have no idea at all. They don't control, they don't monitor, they don't care anything what they do. This is a very big problem, I think. Because if you leave your children, your students by themselves, they cannot find the right way, I think. Yes. We can share these statistics, we can compare these statistics with Turkey and also for Greece. What do you think about my Greek teachers here? Is it similar to your country? And also Turkish teachers, is it similar to our to statistics mostly? Yes, their online knowledge is not enough. You're right. Their online knowledge, awareness is not enough. I think I can't see the chat here now. Yes, they need more education than kids. Parents need education, right? You're right. Parents from rural areas don't have enough knowledge. Actually, even they don't have internet connection or they have no idea about the internet. Mostly, let's say, every house has internet connection maybe, but eSafety and that using internet responsibly means something else we mentioned before. Maybe they need to be supervised, you say. I can recommend you it takes their interest more than any other kind of online lessons. You're right. Okay. And let's talk about future classrooms. This is what we talked today. When you look at the pictures here on the screen, students, our new generation is unbelievable. They are very smart. They are very well oriented to the new technologies. So look at the classroom. Lots of different tools, lots of different technology we have in our classrooms, and it will be different maybe for the next decades. Let's see how it will be, and also let's see what can be used in our classrooms. Okay, here is a video again. I hope it works. Again, I tried to play it. No. Okay. Yes, I think I should then share my secret. Yes. And yes. As you see, future classroom example we watch, and let me see the chat part here again. Maybe you write something and I will read that. And it is highly interesting, isn't it? The video, the future, the visualizing the future. And future is not far away. It is closer than we think, we imagine. Could you imagine how the technology drove this much 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? We couldn't imagine that the fast of technology. So now here today, we are talking about the future classroom. Maybe we will be very surprised with the new technology. Most of you used in your classroom reflectors of the screen reflector to the screen. But now most of us use smart boards in our classrooms, mobile phones in our classrooms, mobile removable devices in our classrooms. So when we are using internet and technology, most of you are familiar with the Web 2 tools. I want to talk about some here. I don't want to go with the details. I know that the teacher who's busy with e-twinning and the eSafety mostly familiar with these kind of Web 2 tools for sure. But as you see that I'm using Prezi, I'm using YouTube. We can use Kahoot, Padlet, Edmodo, and Menti we will use again maybe. and lots of different Web 2 tools are used in our classrooms, and also for the future classroom, we will more use these and different Web 2 tools. Maybe Web 3, 4, 5 tools, I don't know, it will change, but the name may change, but the technology will always be with us in the classrooms. So we need to update ourselves. We need to always refresh ourselves and keep up with the new generation, because we are teachers. This is our duty. This is our occupation, that always keeping us alive, updated, and tell our students, deliver our students the best of the 21st or 22nd or the current century. And yes, I want to ask you, yes, what kind of Web 2 tools are using? Some of my teachers right there, MindMeister, and if I use the chat part, yes, Flip and Screencast-O-Matic, Kahoot, WordWall. Yes, most of them, you're right. Yes, Live, Worksheet, Canva, very good. Padlet, Animoto, Kahoot, Story Jumper, Quizlet, Poplet, very good. Yes, voice thread, Flickrs, yes. And these are some examples for the teachers who hasn't used these web tools. Maybe they will try to use some of them that you mentioned here in the chat part. Thank you very much for your precious contributions. And I want to finalize slowly to the tips part. Okay, dear teachers, we have two essential person in front of us, student and parent. Yes, but the most important, teachers. Why? Because if you're not aware of something, you cannot deliver it to the parent and the students. So what should we do? When we are using the internet, we should minimize the problems, risks. We need to have a policy for, I'm talking about the teachers for now, tips for you, dear teachers. And we need to create the guidelines or the policy for our schools. Yes. And we should use this policy for our staff, for our teacher, for our students, for everyone in the school. Okay, and also for outside. If a guest come to the classroom and the school, there are some rules. For example, taking picture, sharing video. These are important. They have to also know that. So that's why what do we do for eSafety in order to get the eSafety label? We are hanging these posters to the school in the visible parts that, yes, in this school, you cannot take any pictures of any student. You cannot record any video, you say, right? Very good. And we need to discuss internet safety with our students and teachers regularly. We need to create or hold training sessions for just only for the internet safety. And we need to also talk about the internet usage after school, how they use internet outside of the school. We need to share with our students this, okay? And we need to tell our students again some plagiarism problems, some other problems while they are researching the homework or they are creating their worksheets. Okay. Um, if your student, if our student faced with a difficult or dangerous uh, problem, we encourage them to tell this to us or to parents. And they need to be careful while they are checking their emails, social media inboxes, texting, messaging over via WhatsApp or different kind of platforms. And we need to also tell them that they shouldn't put their photos or videos online open source medias. This is very important and this is very risky because people are using open source media images on internet to use whatever they want. Okay, and uh, yes, and carefully consider if you want to connect with students or parents on social media. This is important. I lately see schools social media accounts. Yes, maybe for the visibility it's important, but on the other hand, it has to be monitored and controlled easily and carefully. I mean, and there are some tips for also for students. What should we say to our students again? Laws, they don't know anything about laws. They don't care laws much. We can share laws to them. And we need to tell them that they should tell their parents and if they have a problem over online, they need to tell their parents, friends. They shouldn't friend everyone online. They need to be careful because people are hiding their real name, age, and the character online. So they have to be careful. Privacy, full name, address, phone number, passwords, plans, and birthdays. They shouldn't share these informations. Reputation. Uh, they shouldn't post anything about the teachers, family, friends, and future employers, whatever, if they don't want to be seen by foreigners. Question part, you can't believe everything you reach and see online. There's a lot of incorrect and biased info. They need to filter information. And bullying, this is very important. We mentioned before again, if they, I see someone has raised hand, but okay, and accounts, they have to keep safe their account, social, social media and the other accounts. Manners, being always polite, respectful, not only physically, but also online. And screen time, using social media time, spending time online, they have to limit these kind of times. Um, these these are the these are the tips for teachers and also for students. Uh, if you want to give any advice to teachers or the teachers to tell their students, please share your advices here through chat part. We can read with our friends because I'm coming to the end of my time. Uh, thank you very much, Martha. Okay, if you okay, teachers shouldn't share their screenshot pictures on social media. I strongly agree with you. You're right. every time we tend to screenshot everything and post it on social media. This is not good. You're right. Thank you, teacher. Thank you very much for all of you joining my session, and I try to show you the eSafety and the future classroom and the technology. Thank you very much for joining. If you have any question, if you have any thing to say, please feel free to say it now. I would be very appreciated if you ask any question. By the way, to my Greece, Efarito, I think Efarito, because they think in Turkish, and we try to think in Greece language, Efaristo, I think. Thank you very much for my Turkish teachers and Greek teachers joining our presentation. Thank you very much for Mohammed Hoja for, yeah, Efaristo. Thank you very much, Efaristo.
Thank you, dear Çağrı, for great presentation. Kafa break time, 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I would like to thank you to dear Çağrı. He is one of our successful teachers, dear participants.
Thank you very
Don't
much.
go anywhere, please. After 15 minutes, Burhan Sel will continue to his presentation. So, Çağrı Demirci is end of the presentation. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.